And
Yeah,
so we got the leaders on the line tonight. We got the great looking warehouse there. So big, I see that. But we have Sapphires and Above, and they want to know what all the excitement is about tonight. What time of the year is it, Coach Dan?
Let me tell you what time of the year it is. It's time. I need y'all to just repeat out to me. If we was in the Baptist church and the preacher said, repeat out to me and say, it's time.
It's time
to get paid.
To get paid.
I turn to the other neighbor and tell the Casper, if you don't have a neighbor, it's time.
It's time.
To get paid.
To get paid. Now in the chat, do me a favor and tell me, is it time to get paid, y'all?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. And so some of you may or may not be familiar with this, with what happens in March in the United States of America. But what happens in March in the United States of America is what we call March Madness. March Madness is when all of the elite of college basketball come together and they come, watch this, win or go home tournament, all the way down to the Sweet 16, the Elite 8, the Final Four, and then of course the championship. And so Wakana is getting ready to have its own March Madness.
That's right. Say it again. I don't know if they heard.
They didn't hear me, so I'm gonna say it again. Wakana is getting ready to have its own March Madness. Now, what does that look like? So no, I muted it to ask one of my team members bring me a chair because I'm on my knees.
Oh, we don't want you on your knees now.
So what that means is there's going to be a competition that's going to allow, watch this, 32 teams.
32 teams, not people, 32 teams.
32 teams. Each team will have 10 people assigned to its team from your downline. That's why we're talking to leaders. You got to be a leader to be in this game. You got to be a leader to be into this March Madness. And then so once you start, and what we want you guys to do is to start thinking about who your 9 people. So it's going to be the team leader and 9 other people from your downline. We don't care who you choose. You choose those 9 people. Those 9 people will actually join your team, and we're going to have 32 teams. Once that is established, then we're going to announce the teams on this coming Sunday.
So please pick your names.
So you got to pick
your team names.
We're gonna announce the draft. We're gonna call it our draft night on Sunday night. And on Sunday night, each team is going to have the ability to have one individual represent their team in our individual bracket. Now, what does all of that look like? So let me, I'm gonna share my screen in 1 minute. What that looks like is that, and then the winner of that so we'll have 32 people that's in the individual bracket in the individual contest. Though the winner out of that 32 is going to gain extra points for the overall team. Now, it's a lottery. So all we're doing is putting the names in, rolling it up, closing our eyes and pulling a name for each team to get our 32 participants. Now, what is the investment? On the team side, each participant will invest $50. That's it, to participate. If a participant on the team desire to be considered for the lottery pick, and if they actually are chosen, then that person will invest $150. So that's 50 for the team and 150. So that person's total investment to participate in March Madness is $200. That's going to be pocket change. That's ashtray money compared to what I am getting ready to show you.
Woo!
Oh, what you talking about, Coach Dan?
That's right.
I'm going to show y'all. Y'all put in the chat what you talking about, Coach Dan, because I want to show you what I'm talking about so that you can all see it, so that you can all see exactly, matter of factly, what I am talking about. Now, here it is. I want to show you what I'm talking about. Did anybody put in the chat what you're talking about, Coach?
Yeah.
No, somebody said, show me the freak. I see
Mooney
that.
said, show you the freaking money.
But
That's
they're not
what Mooney
excited. They're not excited. I wanted to show the money, but don't nobody want to see the money. They just, well, I don't know why they
Does
can't.
anybody want to see the money?
Somebody got to tell me to show me the money.
Because that's what March Madness is about. It going to the next level.
What you talking about?
He said, I want to see the money. See, it might be easy to win that money if that's not too many people don't want to compete. Now,
yeah, then
money on the table.
All right, so I'm gonna show y'all the money. I'm gonna show y'all the money right now. Right now. When I'm gonna show you the money, I'm gonna show you the money right now. Here it is. Here it is.
Well, Mooney said it's already won. I don't know if he's talking about his team. Talk smack, Mooney. I love it.
I'm talking smack. So check this out, y'all. This is where we are. Here's the deal. The contest dates runs from March 1st to March 31st, 2022. However, you got to, you can't stop now and start holding stuff back. No, that's not going to work. You got to stay consistent in making certain that you close out the month of February. Because if we notice that you're cherry picking, you're going to get disqualified. So you can't be cherry picking. I'm just throwing that out already. We already got our algorithms. No cherry picking, no holding it back for competition. No. This is March 1st to March 31st is when it's going to start. That's contest dates. And then we have what we call the contest. Here's the contest point system. Y'all check this out. For every new customer. So before we start that, it's 32 teams. On the individual side, it's 32 teams. On the individual side, each team, each week is going to be an elimination. So week 1, we're eliminating 16 teams. That's going to leave us with 16 teams left. Week
just
2,
like March Madness.
Just like March Madness. Week 2, we're going to eliminate 8 teams. There's going to be 8 teams left. Week 3, we're going to eliminate 4 teams. It'll be 4 teams left.
Now you left out 16, didn't you?
No, I said that.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
We're starting with 32 teams.
Okay.
Week 1, we're going to eliminate 16 teams. Week 2, we're going to eliminate 8 teams. Week 3, we're going to eliminate 4 teams. Week 4, we're going to eliminate 2 teams. Week 5, we're going to have the championship. That's on the individual bracket competition as well as the team bracket competition. Every week we're eliminating folk. But guess what? Everybody that's not eliminated, they getting paid. Now, let me show you the point system real quick. If you bring in a new customer, that's 100 points. That new customer must spend $125 or more, okay? Must spend $125 or more for a new customer, that's 100 points. You get a new dispensary, 4 Crown Jewel dispensary, that's 200 points. If you get, if you do if they pay the 50%, then you're only going to get 100 points. And if they do the starter pack, you're going to get 50 points. All right? Customer CV. For every 100 points you get, for every 100 that you get in commission value CV, you're going to get 50 points. So if you get 100 points that week, you're going to get a total of 50 points added. Now, at the end of the week, your total revenue, if you generate $1,000 in total revenue overall as an individual, you're going to get 50% of that back in points. So that's 500 points. Then at the end of the week, we add up who got the most points. The top 16 teams in the first week that got the most points, they're going to advance to the next week. Now, this is what the top, I'm on the individual side. I'm gonna do the individual first. That top 16 people, week 1, just for advancing, you're gonna get 60 Wakanda bucks. Just for advancing. Week 2, you're gonna get 150 Wakana bucks, and $150 cash. Week 3, every person that makes it to week 3 going to get $300 Wakana bucks, $300 cash. Week 4, everybody that makes on week 4, you're going to get $600 Wakana bucks, and you're going to get $600 in cash. And then the champion is not only, remember, you're collecting money all the way as you go through this.
Right.
Champion on week 5 is going to get $1,200 Wakana bucks and $1,200 cash.
That is awesome, because that one person stands to win all. But if you don't get eliminated, you continue to win weekly cash and Wakana bucks, guys.
So if you add that up, that one person, the champion, is going to win $1,800, $2,100 plus 150 is going to win about almost $2,300 cash and $2,300 in Wakana bucks.
Woo!
That's powerful.
That's very powerful. And that's only one team. You still got the team.
That's just one individual. Now let's go to the
team brackets.
The team bracket. The point system is basically everything times 10. As a team, if new customers spend $1,250, I mean, as a team, so all 10 of your customers added up, you win $1,250, then you're going to get 100 points. If you do every new dispensary that your team, anybody in your team that comes up in your team, it's 200 points. 50% is 100 points. And then 50 points is, if you do the starter pack, it's 50 points. Then the next piece is this. Your customer's CV is the exact same. For every 1,000 in CV, you're going to get 50 points. The whole team is. And then at the end, here's the contest winners, you guys. Week 1, everybody that made the 16 is $500 Wakana bucks. Wow. That's the first 16 teams. It's a total of $500 Wakana bucks. Week 2 is $1,000 Wakana bucks. That's for the team, and $1,000 cash. Week 3, 2,000 in Wakana bucks, again for the team, and 2,000 cash. And then week 4, 4,000 Wakana bucks and 4,000 cash. And then week 5, $8,000 bucks, and the team that wins takes $800 cash. So if you add that up,
8,000, you said 100.
Oh, $8,000 cash.
Yeah.
If you add that up, that's 8,000, 4,000, that's 12,000, that's 14,000, that's 15,000. That's $15,000 in cash that's going to the winning team. In addition to 15,500 that's going into Wakana bucks. Now that is just absolutely amazing.
Awesome.
Feedback real quick. Tell me what y'all thinking. Y'all tell me.
Hit it up in the chat, y'all. Hit it up.
Tell me what y'all thinking.
That's a nice vacation. That's a nice whatever you want it to be. Out to dinner, vacation. That's a nice down payment on or something. Hey, come on. What y'all thinking? Put it in the chat. Bernadine's excited. Margaret's excited.
Thousands of dollars. You're right, Bernadine. Thousands of dollars.
Yes, Elizabeth is excited.
That's
Mooney said, he said that's his money for Jamaica.
Montaigne says,
Montaigne
yes, I like it.
Yes.
Now, check this out. Real quick. That's not all.
That's not all, y'all.
That's not all. Now, here's the next piece. The next piece is, well, what happens if your team is a losing team?
That's
what
right.
happens if, as an individual, you get knocked out? It's okay, because we're leveling up.
Yes,
we are leveling up. And what does that mean? Y'all check this out. What that means is from March 1st all the way through April, here's what you're going to get. Based on the other contest, what we're going to do is this here. We don't even need that part. The company-wide promo is available for everybody. You're going to be paid out according to the highest rank you reach.
That's right. For the first time. The highest rank you reach for the first time.
First time. If it's Pearl, it's $100 cash and loyalty points. Jade, $250 in cash. Sapphire, 500 in cash and loyalty points. Ruby, 1,000 in cash and royalty points. Emerald, 1,500 in cash and loyalty points. And Diamond, $3,000 in cash and loyalty points.
And the thing about it, guys, is that everybody can continue to win. If you get disqualified, if you miss out after the first week, second week, third, you don't have to stop moving because you're going to be rewarded anyway. This is everybody's game right here. You all leaders need to start thinking about who you want to strategically put on your team to win. And I know, Coach Dan, that we have a opportunity right now that CV can go through the roof. And instead of us training, I'm going to train on the flat belly lifestyle and how you get people acclimated, how you get them signed up, and how you follow through to the end sale. Because right there, Dan, it's a done deal. If they get on from what we see in the on Tuesdays and Thursdays when Mooney is testing people, there's another part to that you guys are missing. And so even though you're not, everybody doesn't have a scan situation, but it's again how you set that up, because that average sale, if they buy any of those packs, is over $125. I mean, the lowest pack I think is $145. So that is a good thing for everybody to put their numbers out there and to get it done. But you got to use the system and the things, the tools that are there for you.
So check this out. We got about 10 minutes.
10 people per team.
Right.
You can start answering those questions.
Line up if in the same leg.
Yeah. Huh?
I'll leave that to Phyllis.
Let me see what that said. It's from the same team. So Dr. Kimberly, you might have a few teams because you're the leader of your team. Oh, how do leaders line up if in same leg? Oh, so, okay. So follow your leader, Margaret. Or you might want to have your own team of your people. So you don't have to, I mean, even though your leader is on here, you have a team of your own and you can go for it yourself. So don't feel bad. You can take your team and be, because that's what we're pushing you guys to be, is the leaders that you all are. Huh?
We want you to be leaders. So yes. That's why if you're a Sapphire and above,
you got a team.
Qualified to have your own team that's within your downline. That's the key. And the reason we're doing that is because what we want to make certain is that your efforts is strategic, not only for March Madness, but your effort is strategic for qualification to advance in rank.
Absolutely.
So that's why we want you to stay within your downline, because we want to create leadership and we want to make certain that your efforts push you to that next level.
And this allows your team to seek you as the leader and for you to create duplication in your organization. And you can see your business explode at that time because you're showing them how to use the system and how to duplicate the system. So Margaret, you are definitely a leader, and I know you got 10 that are ready to go.
So are there any questions that we have that we can answer real quick? Any questions?
The leadership, you might have some questions, but on Friday when we do the leadership meeting, definitely have your 10 involved. This is for you to go talk to your teams about getting them involved. Do you want to share this? Because I thought we were going to have something so that they can kind of explain this to their team. Dan, do you want to share this rough copy that we have, or you want to wait till tomorrow?
Well, it's sharing now. What I can do is send it to you.
Yeah, I got it.
Get it to the leaders. Well, you have it. And just get it to the leaders.
Right.
That's our
and so you guys can speak to your teams based on this printout, you know, and we will have the official, again, All the rubies and above will be on the call on Friday morning if you have questions, but have your team, have your mindset on what your teams are so that we have draft on Sunday at 7:30 after the flat belly. We will be doing the drafts and pulling names as to who you all want to be represented by in that individual run for the money.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So look, Ms. Phyllis,
Yes, sir.
what I'm gonna do? What time is it right now?
It is 6:25. Are there any questions, guys, from anybody, or do you have to meditate? I ordered my 21-day and haven't received that.
I have a question.
What's your question, Minister Moon?
Could
Okay,
you
so
call, let me just say, Charlotte, call customer service tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, because I still got to do a copy.
Okay, go ahead, guys.
So question, I'm seeing all this money on the table. But my question is, I see an individual bracket and I see there's qualifications and there's winners. And then I see a team bracket with there's qualifications and winners. So the payout is not like when you look at the individual and you see the payout, I think week 1 is 60 what kind of bucks, right? So that's 60 what kind of bucks to that one person that's in the bracket, or is that $60 to each individual that's on the team?
So on the individual piece, it's $60 to everybody on that, everybody in that individual that won. So all 16 winners that advanced receive $60 Wakanda bucks.
And so individually, 16 teams, the teams, 16 teams and all of them. 16 teams, one person representing those teams, that person wins the money.
Got it. Okay, so just for math, y'all know I'm a numbers person. So the money that's 60, 150, 300, 60, 1,200, that's money that
goes to that person.
I'm gonna say that that I'm going to split with my team, correct?
You don't have to, the individual wins. Now, if you want to, that is your call.
But isn't it the individual that's in the bracket that's an individual contest?
That's the draw. Yeah, the individual.
The drawing.
Contest. Right. That's what we're drafting on Sunday night.
So
that's gonna run.
And I think I got it. So that could be 64 people that enter into that contest, but you're only going to draw 32.
Yeah, we're only going to draw 32 people. You're right.
So that's okay. So now let's move to the bracket. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
The team thing.
Okay. Oh, he did it.
Okay. So the team where you see 500, that's for the whole team of
that's for the whole team.
10 people.
Yes.
Exactly.
Got it. And
essentially everything is divided by 10.
Yeah.
On this
500 divided by 10, 1,000 divided by 10, 2,000 divided by 10. I got it. Okay.
Yep.
Love it. Love it.
Okay. So guys, again, think of your names. Leaders show up, because if you don't have custom questions now, you will have questions. Hit me on, I don't see everybody that's on here and their email. So hit me, leaders, sapphires and above, so that I can send you this list at phyllis@wakanda.com.
Miss Phyllis.
Yes, sir.
I need a favor from you.
What's that?
I just need to wrap up and jump in my car to go pick up my daughter. So I'm gonna jump back on. I just need to come out from my laptop.
No problem.
I appreciate y'all.
All right.
Listen, I'm super excited.
Well, show your excitement for Coach Stan. Give it up in the chat, y'all, please.
I'm super excited. I can't wait to see who's going to win all of this money. We fought to put some money on the table for y'all. So I just cannot wait to see who's going to actually win this money. So Ms. Phyllis is going to take over, and then I'm going to come back. I'll see y'all in a moment.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Let me just say this, guys. Someone put their email in the chat for me, and my request was email me at phyllis@wakanda.com if you would like a copy of that we just showed. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.